There is something that Carnival does now. When you remove the gratuities off a Carnival, they actually give you a receipt. And on the receipt, they tell you exactly how much you should be tipping everyone. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'll put it on the screen. So for the room steward, it's $39.41. The dining staff is $62.48. I'm not even sure if I'm reading this right. This is so small, I can barely see it. And then alternative services, I guess that's the back of the house, is $34. And they have envelopes at the service desk. Like they going back to where we started. Except for now, they have a printout after you remove your gratuities, 2 days before you disembark. They give you this and let you know what everybody should get. I could say that John and I, we pay way more than this in tips, which is a good thing, but I like the guideline. They actually have a guideline, and they're not saying what we have to do. They are making a suggestion. I like suggestions. Makes me feel like I'm an adult and I can make my own decisions. And you don't have to tell me how, what, when, where I should give a gratuity. Good morning and welcome to my channel. I had several of you ask me, what did I think about gratuities on cruise ships? I really think that tipping is a matter of preference and what you're comfortable with. Now, I do have some opinions on it though. I am an old school cruiser and I'm an old school tipper. When I used to get on cruises years ago, before technology, before social media, before cell phones, we get on the cruise and go to the front desk or set up our envelopes at home and put tip money in there. And we come up with an amount based on, asking other people what they did when they was on the cruise. And that's how we tipped. We tipped, or I tipped, according to the service that was rendered to me. And I enjoyed tipping, especially the wait staff. Those were my favorite people to tip because you got to have real conversations with them while they were serving you dinner. And after the week-long cruise, you learned about their families, where they come from, and they learned about us. And they gave us great service. And at the end of that cruise, we were just so happy to hand them an envelope with money in it because we enjoyed and appreciated their service. Around the ship, wherever we went, the bar staff, or all the people that we encountered, John and I, we would tip. And we would actually tip more than what the cruise lines would suggest, because there was always a suggestion, but we weren't forced to tip. Nobody forced us. They suggested, because gratuities is, just that. You give a gratuity based on the service that is rendered to you, and if you appreciate that service. For me today, we remove our gratuities off our onboard account. And please don't come here saying, oh, what about this person, what about that person? I could say the same thing when I'm at work and I'm giving out a service when I used to work. Nobody thought about giving me a tip. I gave them a service. They said, thank you, Miss Graham, and they kept it moving. That was that. Now, I wasn't in that type of business, but, the same holds true for my husband. He was a New York City bus operator. Nobody gave him a tip. They put the money inside the fare box, and they didn't think about, oh, well, is he going to be able to feed his family tomorrow? Because if that's the case, then he would have took a different type of job. So that brings me to the workers on the cruise ship. They don't have to be there. People are knocking down doors to work on cruise ships all around the world because it's a great life for most. And I'm going to just say it's a great life for most. So they are getting paid according to whatever their contract is. And if they signed that contract, then they accept whatever the pay is. Just like if I sign a contract, I accept whatever that pay is. And if I don't like the pay, then I keep it moving and go to another job. Don't tell me, oh my gosh, they have no choice. They do have choices. We all have choices. I was just on a Norwegian Jewel, and I did a behind-the-scenes tour. And there was a gentleman inside the laundry room. He was retiring. He did 25 years. And I did a video about it. He retired. We congratulate him. And when he retired, the staff member said, oh, but he has his own laundromat in the Philippines. So if you work hard and you save, you can get whatever you want. I'm a tipper. We tip as soon as we get on the ship. I give $40 to my room steward off the back because I know how hard his job is. And then I have certain requests like ice every night, and I need my beds separated. And then at the end, we tip him again. Don't let folks bully you into thinking that you have to give tips according to their systems. They are the most judgmental tippers out there. Those who keep their gratuities on and then judge you for taking yours off. Listen, ain't nobody care what you do. Don't worry about what I do as a tipper. But they will judge you. And just check out these Facebook blogs or posts or whatever you call it. And they will come after you, young or old. I've also did that half and half tipping. I would leave half my gratuities on my onboard credit and tip throughout the ship. The other half, and the other half always is more. I've encountered tippers that leave their gratuities on their account and they just happy to be on a cruise ship and they don't want to be bothered with tipping at all. I'm fine with the amount and I'm fine with whoever gets it. That's not my problem. I'm going to enjoy my cruise and I don't care anything about the process or the logistics of tipping. Just let me get on this cruise and get my party on. That's it. And then you have this group of people. You have those people who, no matter what you do, you can make that cruiser queen or king of the day. You could be at that beck and call, and no matter what, those people are not tipping. And it's not just cruise ships. They just are not tippers at all, or they will find a reason why they shouldn't tip. Any reason. I'm not tipping at all on this cruise because they had yelling kids. Something just absolutely ridiculous. And so no matter what, they just look for a reason why they're not going to tip because you owe them something. They are entitled to this service. And I get, I don't get the mentality at all. Let me stop lying. I don't get the mentality. But the people who judge those who remove their gratuities, they're really talking about those people who wasn't going to tip anyway. So it doesn't matter. Stop being judgmental, those who judge for removing their gratuities. Because those types wasn't tipping whether we was on a cruise or a restaurant on land or wherever. They wasn't going to tip anyway. They don't tip when they start their trip, when they get to the porters for your luggage. They not giving one dime. They looking at you like, you're supposed to do that. Nobody gave me a tip. So that's my assessment, I guess, of tipping. Just my opinion, guys. Just please don't come after me because I'm a happy tipper. You give me a good service, I will tip you all day long. And I'm going to tip more than what the cruise line guidelines. But I don't like anybody telling me what I have to do. I was in Europe back in the days when I used to fly. And They was not asking for no tips. They didn't ask me for anything. I was like, what? Y'all don't do tips out here? That was a long time ago. I don't know what they do today. I got a 30-day cruise coming up. Oh my gosh. I think I'll do 30 days on the cruise ship. I'll just record for 30 days. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I need subscribers so I can continue. If y'all like what y'all hear, please share, please share. Keep me in the algorithm. Like, you gotta like. So there's a lot of people that watch, but y'all don't like. I don't understand the like thing. You know, when I watch videos, I always like them. When I like them. If I don't like them, then I'm not gonna pretend like it. So I don't want you guys to pretend. But please like.